Bro, we talk Heart2Start episode 12 podcast. We gonna jump right into things because we having one of them AOB moments, man. We got Champ right here, right? And we sitting here talking. He talking about all the injuries he had this year.
That's a year of the injury. This shit crazy. You trying to get on me by you?
Nah, you won. You the champ, bro. I bow down. You beat me, bro. You beat me. What I was saying? You could just tell me, bro. I beat you in the ship every time, and I had to be like, huh? You see when y'all said it today in the chat? You got a point, bud. You know, I can't argue that. You're right. You feel me? So, hey, injuries are part of it, y'all, right?
Fucking 5 of them.
Injuries are part of it.
That shit crazy. Anybody has
LeBron? Next man up.
At me on Twitter. If you had 5 injuries,
hey, people get injured every day, dude. People get injured every day.
It was next man up for me. That shit crazy.
I mean, shout out to BJ. BJ just went and grabbed Williams off the wire in the Thursday night game. He had an injury. Yeah, Damian Williams.
Bro, dude,
and he went and grabbed the running back.
I think it was week 7. You was like, damn, you had boom, 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 boom,
yeah,
boom, out one week, one Sunday.
Who? You talking about?
It was Mahomes, Carry-On, and Fuller, I think, went down.
First of all, I never believed in Carry-On, ever. I wanted him, but not where BJ got him in the third, and definitely not to bank my season on.
I wasn't banking my season on, but that was a nice addition to my team.
If you trade Mike Thomas, you banking your season on the person you traded Mike Thomas for.
There was a couple of things in the trade, but man.
You the champ, bro. Nah. You said you was going to bring your ring to this. Did you bring it?
I didn't. You
didn't even feel like it.
My daughter got it.
You the champ, man. Like I said, man, this hey, playoff time. It's crunch time right now.
The marathon is coming to an end, boy.
Marathon is coming. We are in week, what, 30? It's 12. So 13, 14, 15, 16 if you end yours a week early.
Right.
It's here. This is here. For a lot of people who want to go home. I need to win at least 1 or 2.
Yeah, you got to win. But you got a good schedule.
You know, I mean, hey, anything can happen, and I would have to. It would be a whole lot of other factors, but for the most part, I definitely need 1 out of 2, and I can get in there. You know what I mean?
Who you got this week?
Ryan. But I would say this though. This what sucks about Ryan. I got his name as Old Lucky One from when he beat me in the ship. I mean, not the ship. He beat me in the playoffs one year. One year, I thought his team was just trash. And Ashley in your league, he just did me like that. I'm like, man, this week is easy. This team is trash. Bro, he had everybody going off, all replacements. But that's how I feel about his team that he got right now, all replacements. So you know, it happens. We're gonna try to keep it, you know, get it and keep it pushing. If not, we're gonna figure it out. You know what I mean? How y'all doing? Break the news to the people.
Hey, I'm done.
Hey, it's really look. This what we say though to anybody bragging. If you don't win the shit, you ain't first, you last. So even though y'all ain't gonna make the playoffs,
I'm playing not to be sleeping in the bunk beds, nigga, next year during the draft. That's what I'm playing.
I'm already thinking about
that's some inside shit. But I'm gonna try and bring you niggas some footage for that shit next year.
Hey, because what he talk about is when we do the draft, the live draft, the loser got to sleep in the worst corner. Christian in
the dormitory, bruh.
Door, we got door. We got on the door.
Top bunk.
He's on the top
cotton towel and blanket. Man,
right. So that's what I'm playing for, y'all. So, you know, and I'm playing this nigga right here. Let them know how you doing right now.
I never missed the odds, bro.
Y'all really playing for the Bucks?
I don't even trip off that. I'm already getting the room. I'm getting the room down the street. I'll get y'all. I'll put in on the house too.
On the camera,
I'm spoiled, bro. I ain't never missed the offs. I don't always have my own room.
You never missed the offs?
I never missed the offs at LB.
That's fucked up, bro.
We gonna have to research that.
I really don't know that stat. Y'all really playing for the off. Well, you must been knew you was gonna get a room because you talking about. You must been knew you was gonna get a room. Because you was over there talking about. I started 3 Texans. You been knew you was getting a room. You ain't
white flagged it.
I was like, oh, I'm sorry, Fuller. And I swear I put up the roster. I was like, why is 3 highlighted? I'm like,
I mean, you got 21-3 from fails
It's
and
like
3
they
for
all-
Duke. It's like
it's like I want to say.
it's like
It's
Duke
like
getting
everybody
10.
getting shit.
10, 10,
Bully
10.
getting 11.
10, 10, 10.
Everybody
Getting
gets
7
their
from
projections. Got the 8 from fails, got the 7 from Duke.
Whoa. Hey, but I ain't gonna lie though. It's 1 year you wasn't in the league, bro. I changed my name to Can't Get Right and I ended up at 12, bro. You better change your name, bro. I swear to God. You can look it up right now, bro. I changed it to Can't Get Right from Life, right?
Can't get
It's
right.
from the movie Life, right?
Yeah.
Can't Get Right with his name, something like that.
Well, yeah, so you know that's what I'm in it for right now. You know what I mean?
Nah, my bad.
It is what it is. I just let the niggas
I'll be
know
on the couch
what I'm
somewhere.
playing for, man. That's what
I
I'm
can't
playing
do like
for,
that. I'm
man.
at the
Fuck
house.
that.
I'm gonna take my lumps.
But what, you know what I mean?
You won though, bro. You the champ.
Champ.
What
What
you
champ?
said I ain't never won in the whole time the league been in.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I haven't, bro.
If I finish
can't
the
get it
season
right.
at 5, you know what I mean, 5 wins, dog, I'll be happy.
Yeah, 6 and 7. I'm going for 6 and
That'd
7.
be it. That's on an off year though. Oh my mama though, cause you got my cousin on the background.
I know why he
Oh, my mama.
laughing. He laughing because he like, imagine being happy with 5.
Hey, I'm telling you, bro. In the ALB this year, nigga, that's big.
Yeah.
Look at these horrible ass niggas at the bottom though, bro. Are you fucking serious?
Els Kalad, he got a ring though. He got a ring.
Not an ALB. Not an
I know he ain't got no fucking ring.
5, bro. Hey, you can't deny the present, man. Hey, if you keep living in the past, you won't see the future, man.
I'm still technically a champ right now.
You are. That's what I told you. Now you got 5 weeks left.
That's factual.
You gotta wear it out right now,
That's
bro.
what you're saying though.
Bro, if I was you, I'd be telling Eric, good morning, y'all. I hope y'all have a good week. From champ. From champ, I'm
get
giving
the 7th place.
Hey, that's what I'm
nigga,
saying.
I'll
I'm
be
gonna be in
alright,
7. You still, you might. How many rooms was in the house?
I don't give a fuck.
You might get a room.
Yeah,
At
exactly.
in 7. It was like 5 6 bedrooms.
Hey, this is an ALB shenanigans.
For real, but we gonna try
Finally.
and give y'all a little sneak peek behind that shit.
I'm looking for a house that got 12 rooms. And
We all gonna get that on everything.
Hey, quick update. Last week, who y'all? I whooped on my boy Aaron. Good game. You know,
My
hope
boy.
to see you in the
Yeah, my boy.
playoffs. You know what I
I
mean?
lost to motherfucking. I need 3.
I lost a G.
You lost to Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
that's-
trying to run 2 cousins.
That's
Yeah.
what. Hey, you see his face?
I lost by. I lost by 4 fucking points too, bro. And the cold thing, I was just telling these niggas off camera, right? Like
With your
how
heart to start.
He's got an F.
But look though.
I've never seen an F. Nigga.
Oh my mama, yeah, right. Hey, but look though, so look at Watson, right? So I'm finna tell them niggas about the trade for Watson with the nigga Ware. If I wouldn't have traded for the nigga Watson and just stuck with the nigga Garoppolo, look at Garoppolo on the bench, my nigga.
Yeah. Who'd you have, Watson? But you wasn't gonna do that though because you made the trade.
I made the trade, but I started Garoppolo in another league though, in the Ashy.
He got -2. That nigga could have gave you 5 points.
Who had -2?
Watson had
Nigga
-2.
Watson,
Wow.
nigga against Baltimore.
Y'all talk about James.
See, that's the type of season
Y'all
that
out
I've
here
been
talking
having,
about
though, bro.
Winston.
And nigga, that would have put me at 4 wins right there. 5 points. That huck
Who
ass
was
shit.
your Heart2Start last week?
Nigga Watson over Garoppolo.
Oh, you wasn't gonna do that. Like he said, you wasn't gonna do that, bro.
Nigga, use a
You
motherfucking
just
lie.
transformed.
Nah, bro. That's fucked up though,
Hey.
bro.
What's crazy is, did you trade for? You didn't trade for no OBJ or nothing, huh? Or
Yeah, I
Junior?
traded where? I
And
mean
this-
Wood.
In this league,
Well,
right?
well, in both leagues, but
Yeah.
I traded OBJ and ALB.
Yeah, what you doing AOB? Because I feel like you ended up with the same team that Reg had in your league.
I did, but no, I drafted Juju, but I traded for OBJ, but I got rid of T.Y. Hilton and Alshon. But it wasn't nothing though, because both of them bum ass niggas didn't do nothing. And T.Y. and Alshon been on the IR or whatever the fuck they've been doing, so it was a lose-lose.
Yeah, because you got Juju and Beckham. Shout out to my boy Reggie, man. Reggie got. He
traded for both of them niggas. Hold on.
Both of them.
And I traded for OBJ, nigga, like week 4. Nigga, get the fuck out of here, bruh.
He traded for
my
both
mama.
of them. He dismantled his team.
Bruh.
You know what I mean? I told him he got action at not making the offs in your league.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be.
I'm on it.
Where too? Where was in first and got action at not
I'm playing where
not
right
making
now.
the offs. I told Ware though his team bigger than that Kimberly Lakers jersey he got. Timberlake.
Oh,
Will Kimberly. Hey, let's get into it though, man. We got we gonna go over some matchups this week. We gonna jump into the damn. Wait, hold on. Y'all got Heart2Start this week, or it don't even matter.
Man, this nigga's locked in. He had 3 Texans. He's done.
Let's play the flag.
I had a late buys too. This is fucking me off right now.
Bro.
Yeah, that's why you gotta look ahead. We're gonna talk about looking ahead in the playoffs next week too, for sure. But yeah, look, we can jump into that one of the most boring games. We can get this out the way already. The Lions and the Redskins. Driscoll. You starting Driscoll?
That's my dude.
What if you wanna look? What if you got Kyler Murray, right?
I fuck with Driscoll on Madden.
What if you got Murray and he's on a bye this week and you don't have no quarterback? Would you play and a couple of the Darnold, maybe Darnold and Driscoll's there?
I'll take Darnold first over Driscoll, but Driscoll wouldn't get 20-something points last week.
28.
He can move
Because of the rushing.
Yeah, he can move. So but I take Darnold first though against Oakland at home. Jets at home, but you know, my thing is on that game is Galladay. Is it a trend where that nigga's favoring Jones? You know what I mean? He only had one catch, 34 yards. I don't know how many targets he had. It kind of slipped my mind, but yeah, though.
He probably going to him a lot.
Huh?
He probably going to Jones so much because he's scared of that number one corner or something.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's that. I mean, that's my only thing is, I mean, because before the injury, Galladay was, you know, balling. So the Galladay owners, you know, I mean, what y'all know?
We still must start though.
I mean, he must start. I'm gonna say this right.
One catch for 34 yards though. What is that? 4 points?
Yeah, I mean,
it hurts.
He balled. He caught the bomb the week before.
Man, that's the week before
Yeah,
that. But
bomb.
I'm
what
saying
would have had if he
potential's
didn't get the? What if he didn't? What if he wouldn't have got the bomb? What would he have had? Last week he had 15, 9 targets. The targets are there.
yeah, but what
I'm saying, if you're in a position where you could,
I got Galladay in the league, and I'm starting Ridley this week versus the Buccaneers.
I like Ridley.
I'm starting, but I have Mike Thomas and Godwin. Also.
Yeah, but you deep at the receiving position. Everybody ain't deep like that. That's a great.
That's what I was gonna say. No, look,
that's
what I was
my
gonna
point.
say, and not only that, I'm in first, and it is a must-win to lock up a bye. But you know, like I said, I got action that I don't really got to because of how deep I am. You know what I mean?
That's my point. If you in a position where you could sit Galladay,
If he your first, second best receiver, you're not sitting.
your team in the
game.
But I
Unless,
mean,
there's some other
he
niggas
bounce
who-
back though. Last time he had 3. Granted, he was playing with Stafford.
I mean, a
he
lot of
came back
niggas ain't
with
fucking with
29.
Randall Cobb off the wire. Randall Cobb is a nice little pickup off the wire.
If you
right
play
now.
Cobb though over Galladay, you got guts.
Yeah, you know, you got guts, but he back-to-back 20-point games. It is.
That's a hard to stroke.
But he it looking like, I mean, that's starting to trend right now, though, bro. He back-to-back dub plus games on everything, 100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Cobb still got it.
Cobb is doing his thing right now.
That whole receiving core, to be honest, is kind of like.
Man.
We'll get into that later. I like
Actually,
that.
that's a great point. You 22, 21.
That nigga's my DraftKings nigga. My DraftKings later on, but that nigga's DraftKings right now.
8 targets, 6 receptions, 106. Next game, 7-4, 115,
Trending,
1.
my nigga. On my mouth.
And then they playing at New England. So
At New England.
everybody but the number 1 probably gonna eat. We can jump into it.
Because that's my 2 niggas right now, right off the rip. Niggas Julian Edelman and Cobb. The way that game is finna, and it's White. The way that game is finna go, it's not finna go hella vertical. It's gonna go like
Sanu's out.
Oh my mom.
Look, I'm gonna say this right. We could just skip the Redskins and Lions because Marvin Jones.
No, but I just Geis. Them niggas that got Geis.
Geis is the only one on Washington that I would.
You
care
niggas
about.
Came up, bro. Them niggas that nigga Geis. Yeah, he's finna. They finna feed him to see what that nigga's finna do, bro. And if he get to chunking shit off, bro.
And he's a passing guy.
He just caught one. That shit.
Yeah,
like 40-yard reception.
Crazy that guy. Guys, especially if you're making the playoff push.
I think he probably. I mean, Wood has him in LB. I don't know who got him in.
I wish I would have got him in Ashley because that's all I need is one consistent guy.
I got him in the league. I'm starting him this week too.
Oh, that's big. Wood got him in both leagues, cuzzo?
Yeah.
Oh, that motherfucker.
He was on it. Yeah, Kyle.
Yeah, good shit though.
Good,
yeah.
I kind of like everybody but Amari as far as like.
Oh, I think Gilmore gonna be with him probably.
That's what I'm saying. So
yeah.
I like Gallup and Cobb,
Yeah.
but I also like Zeke. And what you think about this? I think not just because I went and grabbed him, but like this is kind of like the time of the year where you can't kind of really waste your bench on players that can't be anything. It's only like 4 weeks left, so why not be ahead of the game if you maybe got something? Pollard, they kind of using him in the receiving game.
Hell yeah.
Not saying that you could trust him to throw him in, but you know, any Zeke keep, you know what I mean? God for
I mean, what's the trending on what his targets is? Because he's been getting a lot of.
They've been lining him out to the receiver.
That's what I'm saying. So if that nigga's trending at 5-6 targets a game, he's worthy of a flex play because he got that boom potential.
The only thing I don't like about banking on him is I don't know. I just can't bank on him.
Right now, I hear you.
You got to know that they're getting him involved more. So maybe the next game or two, this week, next week, you kind of know what you got with him going into the playoffs.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You don't
but
bank on an injury, but if something were to happen, which you hope it don't, for you know somebody get hurt, but he would be
But the cool thing is they not running away from their division, so they're not gonna rest nobody or nothing. So I can see that he's still gonna get a lot to help Zeke be ready, fresh. You know what I mean? So I think he's got a lot of opportunity to get some touches and shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, you kind of got to see what you got with, you know, change something up with the offense a little bit because we know what Dallas give you. They Jekyll and Hyde when it comes to how they play. That's why their record is what it is. You know what I mean? So it might be a good week this week for the run game, but more so it's really Dak though.
No, facts. Actually, Dak is tearing their ass up.
Teams daring Dak to throw, the Cowboys to throw. They gonna stack the box. So that's why I like Dak late in the season. We'll get into that later, but I fuck with Dak.
I think that. I hate the Cowboys because obviously I'm a Niner fan, but I think when I talk shit about Garrett, it's because you don't got to be tricky, but like he's conservative. You know what I mean? Like he runs a conservative team, and I feel like they be scared to win. They scared to lose. You know what I mean? So it's like with teams daring them, the games that they've lost, I feel like it's been because they've been more conservative and try to get the run and doing less play action. That's what worked for the Rams. Then play action set up all those deep balls, open it up for everything. So I think instead of them just using Zeke like the workhorse they've been doing, it's kind of beneficial to get Dak involved because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my Dak is.
You got to run the ball first though to get the play action working.
For sure.
But yeah, I feel what you're saying for sure. And that's what Dak. I think Dak one of the better quarterbacks off of play action too. So
they gonna make Dak earn his money though, and he's been earning it so far. That's the thing. That's the thing, but they gonna make him earn it though. He gonna get it for sure, but they're gonna make him earn it by him throwing 30 times a game. 26.
He threw 46 the last two and 35 the one before.
That's what I'm saying. Over 30 attempts a game is a lot. Over 16 game schedule, you know what I mean? Before them season, it wasn't really like that. Nigga was heavily on Zeke, but now this nigga fin up to get paid. They gonna make that boy earn that money.
Yeah.
But he proved it though.
He got the weapons on.
No, fat no. He
was in the 30s for sure. Early he was in the 30s. They started 3-1. Then they lost two after they lost their first one. Green Bay.
Teams been stopping the run. Zeke ain't going crazy.
I like that though, bro. I'm rooting for him. I don't like the little weird shit that, you know what I mean? But just on the field play though, I'm fucking with him. You know, on everything. I'm fucking with him. You know what I mean? On everything. Especially the way that them other dudes got paid and they not even doing nothing right now.
I was a year early. I was a year early on Dak. I was 2 years early on Dak.
I'm going to be honest. Having Dak is like having Lamar Jackson
right now. Because he's balling, bro.
Like maybe not.
That nigga had one Dudley, huh, bro?
46, 33, 25, 6, 33, 17.
He's in the MVP talk.
30, 36, 40.
He's in the MVP conversation.
Hey, and I'm still coming with the Dudley jersey next year on my mouth.
Speaking of jerseys, right? So BJ,
no, it's not.
A couple people didn't got on me before, right, about saying why I only got Willis. Why you ain't no real fan? You ain't got a new one.
That's a
I don't even know who I would want right now. We got a whole bunch of team of just good guys. You know what I mean? Maybe Kittle.
I got my young.
But I wouldn't, bro. I'll mess around and go get Hook Senior.
Hey, but the cool thing is a lot of the Niner fans right now don't even know who Willis is though. You got these, you know what I mean? They bandwagon, right? They jumping. They don't know that 5 dudes mean, bro.
He knew we was gonna be bad too. That's why he retired. Like, man, it's looking bad right now.
I think I get my nigga E-Man That nigga Mosley.
Mosley balling, bro.
Bro,
Mosley
aggressive.
is balling,
getting
bro.
off topic,
Oh
but bro, I love an aggressive corner.
Bro.
And that boy, he played
He's
aggressive.
balling,
he come
bro.
up and tackle everything. I seen the Bosa jersey actually on sale. Like,
I can't do
I
Bosa,
fuck
bro.
with the Bosa.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I know
fuck with the
he
young
said
man.
he, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I'm not wearing the Bosa,
I
bro.
fuck with the Bosa.
I ain't wearing the
bro.
Bosa.
Shout out to Bosa.
I love you doing this thing. Keep doing your thing. But we got different views.
I fuck with it though. I rock it. Fuck it. Make it for my team.
You work for Rudolph?
The who?
The Rudolph.
The Rudolph.
Mason.
Fuck yeah. That's why that nigga clubbed him with that thing.
I don't think he, who knows?
He might have said so. I mean,
We don't know. We don't know.
It
It's a
don't
whole
matter.
bunch of different. Anyway. Hey, so look, what you think you gonna do at New England? I think the Cowboys might whoop New England.
New England's struggling right now.
They offense, their defense lights out though. Their defense lights out.
So is
though.
Dallas.
Them niggas ain't going in there
Dallas
to whoop him.
defense
You
is
said
nice
they gonna
too.
whoop
Dallas,
him?
they gonna
Dallas
whoop
finna go in
What's
there
the
and
I
spread?
go.
went with the spread. I was about to say, I went with
That's
the
the
spread.
spread, right?
Cowboys
Yeah,
money
bro.
line, I might beat that up.
I think, but see, I ain't gonna lie. I don't like betting on Dallas. I did one time
Where
this
they
year
at?
at the beginning. They had New England.
Oh yeah, New England be cheating at home. That's the only thing. Hey,
Over under is
a
45
couple people
and a
have
half.
told me
What's
like,
the
And they're
spread?
finna
though?
pull it up right
don't
now.
play New England at home. The niggas just be cheating. They gonna do something, bro. Like they pump in sound.
They
at the
been
stadium
doing
and
that,
shit,
though.
They get hella loud. Where they doing?
No.
New England. You can't play them at home in the off.
6.5.
I hope the Ravens
6.5 New England.
Yeah.
What? Dallas.
Dallas for sure.
And I hope they lose.
24, 21.
Dallas
something
lose.
like that.
It's crazy though, cause
No, they
What
giving
are-
Dallas 6.5.
Oh, okay.
it's plus 6.5.
Yeah,
right?
they
So,
give it
that's
Dallas
New
6.5.
England's England's favorite.
Yeah.
That's New England's favorite though.
Yeah.
Hey, so you know what's crazy though about New England, right? Like, who are they? Edelman is playing hurt every game. He still gets his 15, 16, 17. With N'Keal Harry, Dorsett banged up, but he practicing. Look like Sanu is about to be out for a few games.
It's gonna have to be. It might be the young kid, rookie.
Harry, right?
Yeah, Harry.
It got to be somebody. What happened to Jacoby Myers or whatever? He ain't doing nothing. Where he go? Like,
It's crazy because the Pats they have a
Experiment.
quiet with their shit, so you never know who going. It's gonna be some nigga we never heard of.
Right.
They just got. shit,
Yeah,
so
but
that might get off, or it might be a bolding.
Edelman and James White is the only one, and I would start.
That's
If
it.
I had to play James White, I'd play him just because he has the
I
Cowboys.
think James White gonna eat.
No, that's a solid.
I
That's a
think
solid.
James
But
White-
I don't, you know, I don't want to just
On my
necessarily
team.
have to start him. You know what I mean? I don't know. Dallas, they might get him, but they Jekyll High, so who knows?
Nah, I don't. I think you can't never count New England out, bro. On everything.
I mean, they having trouble with those quarterbacks that move around in the pocket. They had a lot of trouble with Jackson, so I'm sure Kellen Moore, the OC, he probably looking at that game and seeing what the Ravens did.
I
against them.
just seen New England just pull too many tricks out of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
Now they
so-
find ways to win for sure. Who
They
they
playing
play
on
last?
Thanksgiving too.
They're not really playing though.
That's the Thanksgiving game.
I think it
No,
is.
it ain't.
No, it's Buffalo.
Next-
Buffalo Dallas.
Oh no, that's this
Buffalo.
week.
That's Buffalo.
Yeah, that's this
Yeah.
week. Thanksgiving next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say Dak, Zeke say for sure. What about Giants and the Bears? Who's staying at the Giants and the Bears? Look like it's Chase Daniel, but Trubisky been practicing all week.
If it's Chase Daniels, shit, Allen Robinson volume might go up.
Yeah, but I agree with that.
I mean, the Giants ain't, you know what I mean? They're not too pretty on defense. Barkley playing, you know, he got action and having a big game. I feel like a lot of running backs are having a good game.
Yeah,
against
no,
the Bears.
Barkley
Sterling
definitely
Shepard
needs to
practicing.
bounce back.
He got
bro.
Sterling Shepard got cleared.
He
Yeah.
practiced today.
He got cleared too.
I was looking at him, so that's who's old buddy caught 2 touchdowns.
For who?
Slayton.
Slayton.
Oh yeah.
Slayton.
It's over for him.
It's over for him.
Yeah, I mean,
Ingram
that's what I'm
ain't
saying,
playing
Shepard-
though.
Nah, but he
No,
he's
Ingram?
tight end, though.
I mean, still.
He was only playing because a receiver was out. But he might play some forward
They
receiver.
kind of got 80 Shepard. His next concussion, he's gonna retire.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna ease him too far off the. You know what I mean?
Who, Shepard?
Slayton.
No, fucking Slayton.
Yeah,
I think
'cause they
Slayton
gotta
still
keep
get
him.
get some. You know,
They
he
gotta
got
keep him to do
some
too.
snaps.
Shepard is a concussion away from he's gone.
Slayton kind of nice though.
He ain't bad. He got a very good rapport with Jones. He got a nice little. I'm gonna be honest. Daniel Jones is somebody. If, not me personally, but like if I had an injury going into the playoffs or at the end, and you like desperate, Daniel Jones got a cool little end of the year schedule. Got Miami and Washington.
You got somebody like Winston or something.
Then what is that? 15 to 16?
15 to 16, Miami and Washington.
Oh yeah,
That's one of the end of the year games. We let you lose because we got you next year. We want to go in it with some momentum, with your confidence, Barkley. You know what I mean? If you stay healthy and all that.
Yeah.
He's a nice little stash lady. If you got to, I pray you don't. If you that deep, you don't want to have to play Daniel Jones. You know what I mean? But if you got it, the way it is with quarterbacks, just you know what I mean?
But the
had
nigga
33 last
the
game.
nigga that had 300 yards passing with some touch though. You know what I mean? He didn't have big.
2 times, and he had 33 both times.
Yeah, but he's only started what 8 games. He's a fucking rookie.
And you know they're pretty trash. You know they're going.
Yeah.
He has a fumbling problem though. That's his little problem.
he be
He fumbles a lot. I really don't like nobody with Golden Tate on the Giants and Barkley. Obviously, I'm sitting everybody else if I got to.
I'd start Shepard in the flex if I had to.
I'd be desperate if I had to start Shepard.
Yeah.
Somebody would have to be hurt.
Being so, and with him being so hurt so long, you ain't had him in a while, so you done moved on.
But I mean, I didn't have Fuller for a while. I threw Fuller every day.
Oh, that was a great start.
21. So.
You did
But no,
that.
Bunk bed ball.
Bunk bad ball.
Bunk
I
bed
am
ball.
playing you. That's
Yeah,
right.
oh,
Bunk
see,
bad
look, you
ball.
don't even know when he playing.
White flag, right? He checked
That
out.
whole shit.
I
we
knew
just
all that
said-
energy came from somewhere today. He checked out. That nigga had energy.
What I just say? White flag, bro. He's
That's
done.
because
He's
I'm
done,
comfortable
bro.
with my position in the fantasy league.
You
right now.
won, bro.
If I wasn't, that's what I'm saying. And I had all them
You a
injuries.
champ.
If I was just trash and my
Bro,
team,
if I hear you say injury one more
I'm
time.
gonna say injury. That's my
Why?
Because it was like
People
5
lose
months.
people every
I
day.
wrote it down, man.
On your notes?
Bro, I took the
For the
notes
podcast?
for the podcast.
The trade hurts you more than your injuries.
And the
hurt you.
trade, but the trade
The trade
happened.
hurt more than
That's
the
the cold part,
injuries,
the
bro.
cold-
Because you could have got way more from Michael
The
Thomas.
trade happened because of an injury to Drew Brees. That fucked the whole shit
You
up.
jumped ship too fast. That's all
I
that
did for
was.
sure. I did for sure.
Whatever
No
you
question.
think. But yeah, those
Montgomery? You like Montgomery this week?
Fuck no.
Yeah, I like Montgomery.
Why
Especially
not?
if Chase Daniel start. I like
Fuck
him.
no.
I like Allen Robinson if Daniel start for sure. Allen Robinson had 2
I like Cohen too.
Cohen. I
didn't
like
get
Cohen.
I'm so mad I couldn't get Cohen off the wire
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
That one was on the wire.
Yep, I'm gonna still going.
I've been dropped him on the wire. I dropped him off the wire like
God damn.
October 27th, damn near. He had
Damn,
8,
bro.
3,
Who?
13. He had 13,
You did
17
draft
back to back.
Yeah, but you wasn't playing him though, was you?
Nah, I've been done. I might have done them earlier than that, to be honest.
Drafted him early
I might have
too.
dropped him like week 4 or 5 or something. Yeah, that's the only. Seahawks, Eagles. That's gonna be a little good one. I'm not starting Wentz unless I had to, bro. They don't. That receiver.
Who is he doing? Yeah,
Put up
who's
points,
gonna? Besides Ertz and Goddard,
I like
what the
Goddard.
fuck is he doing to,
Oh
bro?
my God, yeah, they don't scare you.
What the fuck?
I don't
Yeah,
like
See,
that.
the Seattle defense don't scare me other than Clowney. So.
Clown, nah. Jaron Reed, that boy balled out against us too.
Nah, he-
Seattle's offense plays defense. You know what I mean? Like they get them drives where they keeping them off the field, go up some points, their time of possession way higher. Or on the flip side, they running the score up on their bum ass. You know what I mean?
But if that
Where they
nigga,
at? Philly?
yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
nigga, and if that nigga Clowney is playing like how he played against the Niners, bro,
Now,
that-
Clowney was just
man.
man. The Niners. God damn.
man, that he might be ready. It might not just been a one game.
No,
thing.
I'm not saying that.
If it wasn't a one game thing,
I mean, he's not gonna go against in Philly. I don't think he's going against third string tackles and shit. I mean, he was going against.
what are you talking about?
He
Staley
did.
and what you call
He
him
came off a
playing.
broken leg. That's what I wanted to say. He ain't coming off playing against a nigga he just came off a broken bone.
Yes.
But
Seattle D ain't been too bad. They had 24 versus the Niners.
yeah, what was I?
They had 24 versus the Niners. They just had a bye.
The defense. I mean, Jimmy. Yeah, you gonna give it up for sure.
I don't know. I
Seattle
ain't messing
defense,
with
but I
Wentz.
mean, they're not like shut down.
I ain't saying I'm not messing with Wentz because
Man,
I'm
ain't
scared
nobody
of
been
Seattle.
that nigga
I'm not
Wentz-
scared of Seattle.
Hey, cause
Winston went crazy on this. I mean, not crazy, but he has some.
Wentz not killing, no.
Wentz is 15 this whole fucking season. Tell me what that is said, what his says for his shit.
They about to blow up this week.
They put up
That nigga's not finna do nothing.
Nothing.
No.
I think it's a Miles Sanders game with Jordan Howard banged up.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing last week neither. No everything.
I mean, they played.
Yeah, I really only trust the tight ends.
I
I really
understand
only
that.
trust the tight ends on Philly.
But I mean, they kept the game so close. That was a close ass game last week too, though.
Look, the only people you could really start right now comfortably are Ertz and Goddard on Philly. And Goddard, I say comfortable if you don't have a star tight end or you took some injuries, Hooper, or you know what I mean?
Nah,
like
Philly
Goddard
is
is
horrible. Fantasy wise, they've been terrible, but they still in it for the division too. Though they're not too far from Dallas, so they got. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I mean, playoff stashes. We talking about them later. You know, I went and snatched them 2 weeks ago, nigga, from the Philly defense. I went and snatched them, nigga, 2 weeks ago, just in case if I sneak into the Austin action. I'm out.
Philly D Carson, I feel like Carson is safe.
I'm talking
But
about the
Philly
defense,
D
though.
is the ninth, giving up the ninth fewest points.
Yeah, that's
The
what
running backs.
I'm taking them for my playoff run.
That's what you're doing. Are you talking about Philly? Yeah.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Philly defense. I'm
too.
taking Philly defense for my playoff run if I happen to get there. That's what I'm saying. That's
I
the
definitely
stash.
did. I
went and got them 2 weeks ago.
Last week, they got a nice schedule. That was one of the stats I was going to talk about. They played, well, Miami is week 13, but Giants 14, Washington 15. That's really it.
Yeah, if I win this week
Dallas
in
is
Ashy,
15.
if I win this week in Ashy, nigga, week 13 is a must for me, and I play Wizard Wire. So look, so
we all play
for the battle of the trade, for the battle of the trade. So this nigga, we gotta bet that nigga gotta come next week for the shit, so he can come, and then the loser come week 14. You know, back to back weeks we gotta be here. But you know, we getting a little ahead of ourselves. But
Hey,
yeah,
I'll say this.
But I went and got the Philly defense for that shit, nigga. They got Miami.
Whether both y'all lose, obviously y'all both can't lose, but one of y'all lose, actually both y'all lose this week, or one of y'all lose, not coming to the podcast. Playoffs
No,
over.
I'm coming, bro.
Obviously you are. Wood ain't coming if you lose this week. Playoffs is over in Ashley.
Yeah,
If you lose this week, playoffs is over in Ashley.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Because, nigga, my points. And look how everybody got the same record right there. I think somebody's playing it. Either the 6 and the 7 is playing each other this week.
Ryan and Wax is 6 and 5.
Right.
You 5 and 6. You gotta win out.
And they can lose out too, though,
But
bro.
if you got the same record as Wax, you're passing.
Without a doubt.
Crenshaw play Wood.
Oh, that's big. So I need Crenshaw to win.
You play Ware.
That's my dog Dreams.
Shout out to Dreams.
Everything.
Yeah, that's gonna be a nice love.
And it's set up. So if
You
Wood
play
win
Ware.
this, yeah. So it's still a little action. It's a little.
Y'all playing for second though, so don't worry about that.
You know. I
Playing
don't
for
know,
second.
fella.
Playing
I
for
don't
second.
know.
Hey man, let's get into that Broncos Bills.
That's
Ooh,
a
John
horrible
Brown,
game.
this ugly. I'm kind of. I ain't gonna say I'm sick because he's a for sure 10 or 11 points, but I had to play him this week. If I had another option, I wouldn't. Like if I had Max still playing, I probably would start John Brown.
No, I just want to clear about Sutton. I think earlier on our first or second episode, I said I wasn't even worried about Sutton. That nigga Sutton is like top.
Sutton, nice.
Yeah, Sutton is like a 5th, 6th, 7th round pick.
That
Whatever
was a
he
year
went.
early on him too.
Yeah, Sutton is balling. I can't wait to see when they get a consistent quarterback.
They should get him from you.
So that's who
Well,
I'm high on in this game is Sutton.
Yeah, Sutton, like, he didn't very much start.
That shit is crazy.
Even though he going against,
Trey White. Yeah, Devontae Parker cooked him last week though.
Exactly.
So, you know.
And he's a big receiver like
Right.
that.
So, you know.
And he
I
got
like Sutton every
good
week.
plays on roads last week, so
He played Minnesota last week too. And still put up 113 yards. You wouldn't expect that.
Man.
You know,
They trying to he passed the ball. He got 2 carries last week. Like, if you got Sutton, like, he should be starting every week, no matter what.
He's like a Galladay.
He is.
He reminds me of Galladay.
Or Mike
Galladay had bigger games than him though.
Yeah, he got
A lot bigger game. He gets a whole bunch of 23, 25.
I think it was Goddard.
And his quarterback play is terrible.
Exactly. And I think Golladay came around his second, third year.
No, it took Golladay a minute, bro.
He had Damo traded for Golladay last year. He was doing cool at the
It
end
was like his third year.
Yeah.
This is Galladay's third year.
Yeah,
I had Golladay at the end of the year. I played him. For
Yeah.
sure. I was
But
playing.
yeah, that's all I'm. Buffalo, they solidified as they playoff pushing the whole shit. You know what I mean? They went ugly. You know what I mean? They dart throw. So that's how it is.
They in Denver. They in Buffalo.
They in Buffalo.
That's a big game. I still feel fine for certain.
How you feel about Singletary though? I feel like damn near him about Montgomery. They're like the same person to me.
They really are.
Imagine going into
So
the playoffs.
niggas was just a
depending
year early on
Singletary.
them because watch them be post hype sleepers, nigga, and they
Next
come
year.
torching shit next year. You know what I mean? And you gonna get them in the 7th, 8th round, and them niggas is gonna help you.
I think
You'll grab
everybody.
him in the third.
Everybody.
Because when I miss, I'm not overdrafting again. I've done that before. I passed on
That's
McCaffrey.
two
I think
times.
everybody-
I passed on
Everybody
McCaffrey
chasing
this
that.
year. My nigga, I passed on Cook this
Oh.
year. Look. No, I didn't pass on McCaffrey. He went top 3. I passed on Cook.
Yeah, I got him at 4.
And I had both of them niggas last year.
Everybody be looking
Cook and
for
McCaffrey
that
last
Kareem
year.
Hunt that reach.
Huh?
Everybody be looking for that Kareem Hunt. That's why the niggas is after the Montgomery
Bruh,
and the shit like
I'm
that.
like-
I agree with
I
that.
ain't
That's
gonna
how I
lie.
feel. That's how I feel.
Rookies, I kind of stayed away from them, but I definitely had my success with rookies. Cause I had Doug Martin when he was a rookie. Melvin Gordon was terrible. I had him his second year. And then what's his name? I can't even think of it. I was just thinking of a rookie. Oh, Jacobs. Jacobs this year before I traded him. Jacobs was looking
Aaron
nice.
Jones is a rookie too.
You did. You held on to him.
Yeah.
That's why the Reese report might have been real. You held on to him all
Bro, I
year.
held on to fucking a lot of. I held on to people this year.
All year.
Bro, I held on to all year this year.
Reese report.
I held on to Duke
They were
Johnson
saying,
all
they were
year.
saying about Aaron Jones all year though. Like, hold
Yeah.
on to him though for sure. I'm just talking shit.
I held on to Fuller all year. Held on to niggas I shouldn't have held
Bills,
on to.
are you starting? I mean, Josh Allen is just because it is rushing is easy to start. I'm starting him for sure this week versus Broncos. Sutton is a must start. I don't know how's Freeman been doing his last games and Lindsey. I think Lindsey. This is a Lindsey game. DraftKings, he gonna be in my.
I always like Lindsey a little bit more, but they 50-50. They each get carries. They each get about 14, 15 carries, 16 carries. But I mean, Royce get the touches, get the targets too.
Yeah, no, Royce is doing his thing.
He had 2 and 5 last 2 games though. Royce.
Yeah.
He's
You
trending
definitely
down.
want
This
Lindsey.
is now it's like.
I don't even think Lindsey had a good game last week either.
Lindsey had about.
But yeah.
Lindsey had about. We get back to that.
Fuck them niggas.
He's
gotta
my play on
niggas.
DraftKings though.
Really sad
you ain't got to
that
play
you
them niggas in season long, bro. You alright. You know?
Lindsey, you probably got to play. You drafted him so high.
You
Unless
drafted
picked up
him
some
good
guys.
shit, yeah. Hopefully you
I'll play
get out of that
Williams.
situation.
That's the name right now. Williams. The Colts.
Williams looks like a steal talking about that Thursday
That
night
could be a
game.
league winner.
He's
Yeah,
running
all
nice.
facts. Nah,
He was
You look
running
like Mac.
nice.
Like you can run like Mac.
Houston's D
You can
ain't
catch two.
worth nothing though. But that don't mean
No,
nothing
but-
because he looked good last week. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
definitely looked good.
Nah,
last week.
Williams is looking good.
I mean, you
bro.
come in and give teams back to back 20 plus games, but you like shit. Like, yeah,
He looked good when he's running.
That's what you
Plus
wanted
with
from
that
Bill
line,
last week.
even if Matt come back early, it's gonna be a little ugly for him if Williams keep running like this for sure. They lost though. It's Hines. I kind of like Hines.
Hines was
Hines dropped a couple passes tonight. Hines is one of the people that I'm kind of grabbing for a playoff if I'm looking for a player to just stash if I got an injury or something, got to play somebody. He only had like 8 or something tonight, but you know, he dropped. Like I said, he dropped a couple passes. One could have been. I was watching on my phone. He could have busted. He dropped it right in the middle of the field. He had one person. Yeah, that's a game though. Jags Titans.
Sharp.
Jags at Titans.
Sharp. This nigga's leading the league in TDs, I think.
I think Chark got
Chark,
crazy.
That nigga is a steal, bro. For where niggas got drafted.
He wasn't drafted.
I don't even think he was
Ryan got
drafted.
him off the wire.
That shit is crazy, bro.
They got man.
Is he continuing to put up what he's doing?
I think so.
Chark been balling all
He
year.
got the
though.
size,
Man,
he got the speed.
Bro,
Yeah, he
Then
been
you
balling all
throwing,
year.
then you throwing Foles. You know
Bro.
what I mean?
All year.
On everything.
I ain't hating on the Minshew mania, but you
Yeah,
know,
Foles is, I think he got hurt throwing the deep ball to Chark.
was that Chark? Yeah.
I want to say it was
Yeah.
Chark.
That was
So
big.
yeah, I think Foles gonna take. He probably took him this game. You know, he got a game. He got some 2 weeks of practice in now. I think Foles will be back. Fournette, you start obviously.
Fournette only
DD
got
too.
Fournette only got one TD this whole
That's crazy.
motherfucking year,
That's
bro.
like that Melvin Gordon year.
That shit is crazy as fuck,
And that's like
bro.
statistically
Chark
like one of
had
his
30
best
last.
years, too.
Chark had 15 targets last year.
Like feet.
First game, Foles
Foles
back.
come back.
15. That's somebody that I'm scared
I'm
of
starting
this
him
week.
in my other league.
Ryan got him this week. He's
trying to
guaranteed
feed
to
him.
go off.
Oh yeah.
Not
facts.
even because of that. I traded him at Ashley. That was part of that Hooper Le'Veon trade. I traded him. End of the year schedule, they got Oakland and Atlanta. That'll be
Wow.
nice. Last 2 games.
Atlanta lightweight ball. That was another stash on my shit, nigga. They got 11 sacks in 2 games,
Yeah.
and they got cakewalks coming up. On
Cakewalks.
everything. If
They're
they
trying to play
continue,
some spoilers.
they was one of my little stash defenses. You know what I mean? But I got the mother niggas though. Who I say I got?
Even
Fucking
Foles.
Philly. I got Philly on everything. So, yeah.
Oakland, Atlanta, and Indy. That's a. They're in the wild. They're in the little. 1, 2, 3, 4. They got 4 wins. It's over for them.
And but they balling their last 2 games. Look at that. How many sacks
Tennessee,
they got the
Tampa
last 2.
Bay.
Look at how many sacks they got in 2 games.
Yeah.
They was killing Drew Brees.
They was killing Drew Brees. They sacked him 6 times for
Yeah,
sure.
and then they look at the game after.
That's why they talk about, oh, the Niners gonna get whooped by New Orleans. Man, we about to be on that boy bumper just
Man, they finna
outside.
fuck that nigga up.
Oh
bro.
yeah,
about
I'm
to
really
be
only
on
worried
his
about
bumper.
Baltimore. That's really it. I'm not even really worried about the Packers like that.
No, we're gonna torch the
I
Packers,
like
bro.
our chances.
The Packers-
Look, real quick.
Especially
Hey, look,
back.
real quick. We know we doing Henry. We know we doing Fournette starting. Chark is a must. Tannehill is one of them dudes you grab late too for the end of the year. Depending, they little schedule. We were just talking about the schedule. They that might be a little sleeper. But jumping into that Packers and Niners game that was next, about to get on that boy Roger Bumper. That run game though is stopping that run game is gonna be crucial though.
Oh, they gonna be able to handle that.
Because
That's for
Rodgers,
sure.
they could do either or.
Jones will get the ball in the passing game. They'll throw it to him.
Yeah,
They're
but
gonna
shut
have
the
to
running
go
game
for
down. They'll be able to do that though, bro. My thing is this a Tevin Coleman game because these the Packers they giving up cheeks on to touchdowns, they done gave up 9 TDs to the running back position, nigga. That's second in the motherfucking league. Like I need Coleman, but usually it's Jeff Wilson down there. But I need Coleman to go crazy.
I think this is a Coleman week. I was just hollering at the homie Count Up Kurt, shout out on Twitter. He was talking about should I play T.Y. Hilton over Coleman. Coleman been burning me. I'm like, nah, I'll probably stick with Coleman, bro.
Because I've been rocking with
they
him.
need Coleman this week.
Nah, it's big.
We need Coleman this week. You know what I
Facts.
mean, we need that run game to do what it's supposed to do and get up on them boys. You know what I mean? Especially at a home game. Yeah, but I don't trust
He's
Breeden.
not back yet.
I don't trust that
I should
boy.
have started Mozart this week. Then.
No, Mozart is a good start. I got that in my notes to start Mozart and
I didn't know if Breeden was
motherfucking Coleman.
You was off that. Well, you like you said, you in first and whatever in the other leagues, so you ain't even paying too much attention these days. It's over. You here to troll Kev only. That's his only mission.
Nah, I'm trolling everybody.
That's your only
I'm
mission.
trolling G. I trolled BJ today.
You let G put you out.
I didn't let him do anything. I
Damn.
don't know what that means.
That's what it meant, bro. You let G put. I'm surprised he ain't even on you. He's so scared of the jinx. He don't even talk shit. He just talking
Because
about me.
he know he had 2 injuries. Not
Ooh.
2. He had the Hill injury, but that makes Mahomes' value go down. So and then I didn't start. I didn't start Ridley. That fucked me.
The guy you traded Michael Thomas for. I'm starting him this week and he gonna dub. Watch.
Nah,
I might gotta go back to Galladay.
I like Ridley this week, especially with no Hooper. I think that's what it was. I like Ridley for the rest of the time that Hooper's out.
Hooper's killing me right now. Hooper's killing me. But let's not get ahead. Packers, that Frisco. Coleman week.
Man, Coleman week. Debo is target monster right now.
Hey, he's kind of,
guy.
I ain't gonna say dud proof, but as far as like matchup proof, not dud proof.
No,
matchup proof. He's matchup proof because he's in that middle.
Man,
he's running.
man.
They gonna follow him, but they ain't on him. You know what I
The
mean?
number one guy gonna be on Sanders, so
Man,
Debo's starting now. Debo's the number two
Debo
guy
is
in the two
tearing
receiver
shit
sets.
up, bro.
I like him because he's seasoned. You feel me?
He's like Emmanuel Sanders.
College.
Man, bro. Don't let him get the ball in his hands. It's taking 3 niggas to bring
He a
him
little
down.
running
bro.
back when he get the ball in
He
his
got
hand,
that
too.
mentality like, man, fuck you, bro.
Only thing I don't like about Debo, he had back-to-back
Drops.
134, 112. Nah, fuck the drops because 11 targets, 10 targets, 19 points, 21. Only thing I don't like about Debo is that shoulder injury. I mean, he's gonna be cool, but like we said,
Always talk about injuries.
Nah, but he's a physical player. Like
You say injuries more than me.
but he's a physical player and he's dealing with a shoulder injury. He's a physical player. We just talked about how he doing the dirty work, catching the ball through the middle, trying to run people over.
But that's his game, though.
That's his game.
Yeah, that's his game. So it ain't
know.
nothing stopping this game but an injury. But we not predicting injuries on this type of shit. So more power to the you said 11 and 14 targets the last 2 games.
11 and 10.
11 and 10.
And I feel like that you with him.
Stay
you probably,
eating, young fella.
You probably playing with house money because you got him off the wire.
Off the wire.
Yeah.
Ellis got him off the wire
Unless
last
he was a
week.
nigga like me who drafted him and dropped him in week 3 on my mom.
So you just ride that wave if he get hurt.
Him and GK. Look, I drafted him and GK.
Yeah.
And them niggas is startable right now, bro.
Let go of the
In the ends.
Let go
See,
of
but
the
that be,
niggas.
I'm telling you, my whole AOB
Oh,
story
you
this
had a
year.
hunt too?
I'm telling you, my whole AOB story this year is ugly, bro.
L's finna be going through hard.
Man.
Starts, look, Keenan Allen, Debo, Galladay, Christian Kirk. As 4 receivers, who are you gonna start?
The benefit of being in second place, though, bro.
I'm talking about that second season, fella.
Huh?
That winner go home that day. You gotta play the right guy.
Man.
Hey, Kirk and Ashley is starting for me. He one of the, not the reason, but he one of the reasons I was comfortable about trading the receiver.
I got Kirk in my league.
Kirk is a must start no matter what. But they on the bye, we ain't gonna jump on them. But Debo, I like Debo a lot. Kittle, I'm staying away from him. I hope he plays. If he don't play, you dwell at.
Kittle ain't playing, nigga.
Dwell at.
Dweller, you got to throw him, nigga. He's gonna eat. But look at Jeff. I mean, Jeff Wilson is catching TD passes, so I mean it's kind of up in the air with the receivers in the Niners fucking core, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Man, I'll say this: it's on the Packers side, this is a Williams and Aaron Jones game. That's their only shot.
Man, Adams is gonna eat.
If we don't give him enough time,
Adams is gonna eat.
They gonna get us with that back shoulder shit.
Man, that boy Aaron Rodgers can manipulate that pocket though. I think they'll shut down that run defense. They'll shut down the run, but I don't think they'll be able to. They might get some sacks, but they're not gonna completely shut Aaron Rodgers out. I mean, we seen it last year the way that he ended us, nigga, with 40 seconds left.
It's gonna be some
Even though last year is a whole different, but the nigga's been doing it his whole fucking career.
It's gonna be some
hey,
points.
Devontae, he's back.
Yeah, no, he's back.
118 yards. I wish I did.
With no touch though.
It sucks that Beware had him. Like he
When?
don't trade nobody.
I got it
This year, not AOB.
Oh, an AOB.
I
I got him in
show
action.
got Devontae Adams from another player that didn't want to hold on with it.
Nigga,
I traded Galladay for Adams.
I got Hop, Adams, and Godwin in action. I'm trying to go on one and Mark Andrews.
I'm there to root for you to lose. You got a little squad
I got
over
a
there.
stupid squad over there, and I'm
Down,
down for
shit
everybody.
down.
They better not let me sneak into this motherfucker, bro.
When the last time you made the playoffs?
I haven't in a long time.
I was just about to say, bro, it's been a long
One
time.
time. It's only been one time I made it in the
How
action
many
cutoff.
years?
Like 3. 4.
You are the bumish.
The banish, bro. Oh my god.
That's
I ain't
like
gonna
a
lie.
curse.
Hey, but look though, I'm gonna tell you niggas like this though.
If
If
you
you don't
did.
want the commissioner all up in your videos and all up in the fucking off your winnings and all that, man, come to Ashen Records, man. We got you there.
Hey, you are the sponsor of that motherfucker with dope playoffs. That's crazy. But that team you got, I hope the streak continues because you just named off some little hitters. I ain't gonna lie.
That shit crazy. Everything. That's all.
Dolphins at Browns. We got other games left.
Parker. That nigga Parker going crazy, bro. You got Parker off the wire like 3 weeks ago, nigga. He's been that nigga has like 7 straight motherfucking double-digit games. He got 4 TDs in 7 games, nigga, off the wire, nigga. That nigga's a fucking WR2 right now. With some 18s, 19s, and, consistent 12, 13s.
Yeah.
Real talk.
It's crazy because I thought that the young boy Preston was gonna be nice, but as soon as he got hurt and
But the game that he got hurt, he hit a dub though.
They both was
he hit dub.
Solid players.
I'm gonna say this: 135. I'll stay away from Parker this week. I'm not starting him. That little secondary is healthy over there in Cleveland. They
I don't
a
give
little
a fuck.
fired up.
Fuck them. Them niggas is still worried about what happened with Myles Garrett, weird ass.
That's true.
I know
They don't have a
everything.
pass rush.
Man, I got that. I'm playing him against him. On my
The
mouth.
spread probably crazy on that. That would probably be a good
It's
game.
like the spread or the
Over under Washington.
Yeah, it's not a spread.
Just
Like how much
Miami and
Cleveland is favored by
Cleveland.
them. Yeah, I was just wondering. Browns. This would have to be the day that OBJ
It's
does
the
his thing.
get right game for
This the
everybody.
OBJ game for sure.
Yeah, that's why I
nigga
picked
10 and a
up
half, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
They giving Miami 10 and a half. I'll take that 10 and a half right now.
But you'll probably lose because they lost like 17
I don't give a
last
fuck,
week.
nigga. Fitz magic,
You
nigga,
know,
in Cleveland, they in they
A
motherfucking
lot of the
hopes.
games been kind of close.
Nigga, fuck that. Nigga,
Dolphins
Fitz
was
magic.
competing.
Yeah, they've been competing.
Oh, my mama. Fitz magic, my nigga.
Yeah, I
Give me
don't
that
trust
10
the
and a
Cleveland
half
Browns.
right now.
I don't
Fuck,
trust
I like-
the
I
We
like
Cleveland
just
Browns.
talked about the Boo Boo Browns last week, nigga.
Yeah, I don't
Nigga,
trust
Uncle Luke, shout out, nigga.
Yeah, I don't mess with
I
them.
like Kareem Hunt this week.
But no,
Hey,
but see,
I'm not liking Chubb right now.
No, Chubb is-
touches that Hunt's getting.
only
I
thing
hate that shit.
only thing that's wrong with Chubb, nigga, he's not scoring TDs, nigga. This nigga
They be in the
consistent
game at
like
the same
80,
time.
90, yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot of times.
He's 80, 90 on the ground. He's just not getting the touch, the TDs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
see
when you
you
get
say
a-
He top 5 running back in the league right now. He just
Yeah,
not getting
but-
the touchdowns.
Yeah, 131 yards, but guess how many points he had that game?
10 on everything. I know.
Hunt
I
probably had
got the
more
nigga.
Chubb.
I drafted the nigga in both of the leagues.
Hunt getting the
10,
targets.
12, 13, 9. I
What's
got
Hunt's
Hunt. I'm
targets?
playing him in the league right now. I'm mad Ryan got Hunt. I got Hunt. I had Aaron Jones on the bye last week, and I got Dalvin Cook on this week. And Hunt been my fill-in, and I've been happy with that. 12 and 14. You know what I mean? If I'm a Chubb owner and he was one of my best players, I'm sick. That's why Wood Team, I don't think Wood Team is as nice as it was in Ashley.
Got rid of-
Because he got Chubb.
I got rid of Chubb.
He got
See,
rid
he
of
just
Chubb.
not scoring.
Yeah.
But see, I got nigga, excuse me, nigga, hop off that nigga. Nigga, I gave that nigga, I flipped
That's what
him
he
quickly.
was
Look,
doing.
I
the
slipped
Lexi.
him, nigga, Kenny Galladay, Sammy Watkins, and Chubb, nigga, for Hopkins
You got over.
and fucking a running back. I forgot what running back I got back, but yeah, though, on my mama.
I don't know, man.
What you mean?
We're going to see. Both y'all.
Sammy ain't did nothing.
Looks like both of y'all studs is going to be on the outside looking in. I hope that y'all teams, some decent teams.
I'm
Listen,
sneaking in. I bet on it right now that I sneak into the
I
offs.
don't even want to bet you. I want you to break that streak,
I'm in there.
that
That's
playoff
all right.
streak.
I'm in there. If
Break
I
it.
get in, I'm winning. I'm gonna call it right now. My
Good luck.
team is they bound right now.
Hellbound.
Hell no. Shit bound. Don't let me get in there. I'm telling you, bro. Them niggas is ready right now, bro.
I hear you. Browns defense is a hot stream this week for sure. A lot of people
But I
like
wouldn't
Browns
play 'em.
defense. You crazy.
I wouldn't. I think because I like Fitzmagic. I think that they gonna go in there. I think that them
If
niggas.
there's one thing you can guarantee, it's that Fitz is going to have at least 3 turnovers, whether it's 2 interceptions and a fumble or something. He might throw for them yards, but that's what he's going to do.
All right.
Versus the Doodoo Browns, that's all I'm saying. Trash. You know? Hey. That's your Jets Raiders. Raiders at Jets. Raiders is fake high right now.
Raiders, man.
I like the Jets in this one, bro.
You like the Jets?
I don't think the Raiders gonna go all the way to New York and handle their business.
Yeah, it is that long trip. I like Darnold this game. I like tight end
Ryan been balling
Ryan.
these last 3
Ryan
games.
Griffin. I like Ryan Griffin for the rest of the year now that Herndon's done.
I said Ryan Griffin last week on the shit, bro.
I did.
On my mama.
He's
But
nice.
you know.
He's nice. He athletic. Yeah, talk good shit.
Nah.
You did.
I'm in 8th place, 9th place.
Nah, but you still the fantasy. You feel me?
Yeah,
You still know your
that's
shit,
right.
and that's why we helping them. What you
Nah.
mean?
That's all we got.
You know.
What you know?
But yeah, I like Robbie Anderson.
I got Robbie Anderson in one of my DraftKings lineups, though. I think that with the Raiders, nigga, they're horrible secondary. I think that nigga, he might can get one. He got one last week, you know what I mean? So hopefully they can build off that. But, you know, Crowder, he been killing consistently. You know what I mean? So, you know, Josh Jacobs, you definitely starting him this week. I mean, he's top 10 right now as overall as a running back.
Carr, Jacobs.
Everything. So, you know. And just to jump a little ahead, nigga, DraftKings, the Jets is only $2,700 for their defense. Nigga, I got them, bro. Nigga, just in case if they do shut down the Raiders, bro, at $2,700.
Hey, that flight ain't that long to New York, man. It's
6
about
hours.
6 hours.
Yeah, that shit long.
That ain't
And
that
then the
bad.
time
The
zone.
time change, though, bro. I don't
Playing
think
game
they
at
finna
10
do
o'clock.
nothing. I mean, I'm rooting for the Raiders just based on, you know, how we do, and I ain't hating on them, but I just don't see them niggas going into New York right now, bro.
6-4, they hungry.
They hungry.
Jacobs about
Nigga,
to
the
eat them
division,
boys up.
nigga, they can win the division, bro.
Jacobs about to eat them boys up.
No,
He got to.
it ain't gonna happen.
He got to. That Raiders team gotta win. I hate the Raiders, but you know they gonna do it.
The
I
Jets,
think
the Jets
That 10
defense.
o'clock, that 10 a.m. game.
It's
for
not
the
finna
West
happen.
Coast boys.
when did we start believing in the Jets?
I'm
What
just
am I
talking about-
missing?
They healthy right now.
I'm just talking about how what I see, you know what I mean? I think that the Raiders not finna do that, bro. The Jets, nigga, they not no slumps
I'll
right
be
now.
honest. I don't
I'm not
just
saying
all
the
out
Jets
believe
win.
on the Raiders. Though.
I'm not saying
Don't
the
get me
Jets
wrong.
win,
I don't
but
just, you know what I mean?
I'm saying the fantasy they could do a little something.
Without a doubt, that's the point I'm proving, or I'm trying to make.
I mean, a lot of people playing Darnold. Darnold been having a cool little.
No, he got 6 TDs and two interceptions in the last 3 games, and then and back to back 200 plus yards. Nigga, one of them was almost a 300 yard game. That nigga Darnold, I mean, but he was playing other teams, so Washington, and I can't even think of the other teams. Giants,
Miami
so,
before that.
you know, it is what it is. But yeah, though, I mean, that's how the schedule line up. So I mean, you know,
He
you
got
go
it cool.
in
The
there,
next 3 games: Oakland,
Wow.
Cincinnati, Miami,
without a doubt.
and
So,
then drop them. Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Buffalo.
Right.
Buffalo's week 17, but you know,
right.
some
But yeah, though. So I mean, the nigga not seeing ghosts no more. So shout out to him. You know, getting
They played
Getting out. Getting right. So, you know,
I mean, Bell, was that injury fake news? Or I mean, he did go get the MRIs, but he ain't gonna hold up.
my nigga just needed some rest. That's all that was. He wanted to kick back.
18 carries, 59 yards. He get 16 plus carries every game and don't even crack 70.
And then you got to think about the motherfucking receptions that he get or the targets that he get on top of the 18
He's damn near
carries.
bound to take off.
The volume has always been there for Le'Veon. It's just that nigga, that offensive line is
Pittsburgh knew what they
horrible,
was doing.
bro.
Pittsburgh knew what they was doing. They knew it was their line. They knew. They like, we ain't giving
Yeah,
it.
but it ain't a running back like Le'Veon.
Nah, yeah, they
Le'Veon
just-
can bring a
they-
whole nother ball game, niggas. You can take that nigga and put that nigga out, and he run routes like a receiver.
If Le'Veon was in KC right now,
Oh, he be
kill him.
killing. Ooh,
He dicing shit up
bro.
right now.
Oh my
It's
man.
stupid. That's just where he at.
Yeah.
We don't got to talk about Wally. You starting him, but are you starting Carr? If you got to buy, you
I'll
starting
put.
Carr.
I think it's a
Carr
little
in
lucky
there.
fake shootout.
I'll put Carr in there. Yeah. Carr even in the motherfucking DraftKings. It was a round where I went with Jakar for like 3 weeks straight in DraftKings. Him and Wallace got some stat on my mama.
I think teams is focusing on Waller though. It's getting ugly for Waller.
Yeah.
That boy,
The guy.
They ain't got no
20,
weapons on the outside too.
25.
So that would really hurt their ass.
25 for 29.
Huh?
25 for 29 last
Carter
game.
ball.
25 for 20. Oh shit.
292.
I
I'ma
talked
say
about
this,
Carter
though.
weeks ago.
Renfro has been solid.
Yeah.
If
He
you
even.
need somebody to throw in and you need a 10, 11 floor, Renfro
That's
is,
big.
is the rest.
Every point count.
Rest of the year, you battling injury. If I needed a receiver right now,
The
I'm
every
for sure
point
going
count
to
right now.
19, 17, 8, and 11.
That's big.
4 targets, 7, 5, 6.
I wonder what he
He
is
like
on
a little
DraftKings
baby
this week.
Edelman. You know what I
Right.
mean? But obviously not Edelman. But
You know what he is on DraftKings this week?
cheap. We'll get into that. Don't even trip. We'll get into that. He's cheap. I'll say this though. far as Waller goes, it's not. It's just something off with them right now. It's something off. Like I said, I didn't see games where it was touchdowns called back. I didn't see games where just the throws wasn't as hard. It was one game I watched. I think it was a week before. At one point, he had 5 targets, 0 catches. Then 5 targets, 1 catch, 40 yards.
Yeah.
Like, it's something, whether it's the connection, whether it's the coverage they throwing into, it just ain't clicking. Last week, though, 78 yards. He had a little cool one, but 12 points. I'm gonna say this. I'm biased because I'm a Waller owner, but if he had 9, 7, 7, and 12, the arrow pointing up from here, I'm thinking 12 is his floor. You know, you don't want to be 7, but 12 is his floor for a tight end right now. That's good.
That's
why
that's
why I'm living with Goddard. You know what I mean? Because at 10, 12, or
that's great.
Like, I'm starting a tight end every week, and I know I don't got to worry about that
gave
spot.
up in the trades that you gave up.
You said
that
what?
ain't great. You made a trade for Waller.
I made a trade for a tight end because Ingram was hurt.
Yeah, but so at 8s and 11s shouldn't be. Who'd you give up?
I got Marlon Mack, John Brown, Jameis Winston, and Waller. John Brown been balling.
And then I took a fucking Ingram off his hands.
Yeah. I'm just saying, Waller, you was expecting them 20s from Waller.
I would have loved 20, but I knew 31s and shit wasn't going to add up.
You thought it
Listen,
was.
14, 12, 26, 12, 7, 31. It's like 12 is like a common number. I was happy with 12.
I was saying that to say that I don't think
I was looking at it like I have a number 1 target as far as wide receiver on a team at my tight end, bro.
That's what
that
I'm saying.
nigga was putting
I'm
up
taking
WR1 numbers for a
Facts.
minute, my nigga.
And that's why
14,
that was a
12,
luxury.
16,
Exactly.
20.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say is
Facts.
that shit is out. Like, it's over with for that because the numbers telling me that the teams are game planning for Waller now.
And that's why Renfro been eating.
Right, and that's because of the lack of outside production with
Exactly.
him. My mama, like you said, that's
Tyrell
why
was hurt 2 games of that. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
but Tyrell
it's different factors.
he's not a bona fide
fear
number
Waller.
one.
That's the only receiving option.
How can you fear the number 1 option on a team, on an offense?
What you mean?
You play for
I
opportunity.
mean, you fear the defense. Show you they fear who they game.
Bro, nobody in the fantasy world is starting Waller and fearing that they gotta start Waller.
I'm talking about the Raiders.
What
Nobody
are you talking
fear.
about?
I'm talking about the defense
I
playing.
got you.
They don't fear nobody except for Waller.
Except for Waller.
That's
That
what I'm
brain
saying.
game.
Nah,
is
Jay
nasty,
does,
though.
nigga, Jay
Bro,
does.
that
I'm
game
talking about
has been
receiving
nasty.
wise.
Oh, and yeah, no, I agree with. I mean,
Well,
but I
don't
mean,
get on the play actions
but-
though. It's
but
gonna be this
Renfro
big
was
game.
producing though. But we talking about fantasy shit, so nigga, Renfro, nigga, that nigga's playable.
For sure, Renfro's
But not for
playable. I'm
Waller.
saying he eating because there ain't no outside. They focusing on Waller and
Exactly.
Renfro gonna eat.
Yeah.
But sooner or later, that run game has been getting better and better, and they've been controlling games. Like they on a
But Waller
1,
probably
2,
gonna
3
get a couple
game,
good games.
3 game winning streak.
And they got an easy
Like I
schedule
said, when
coming
you-
up. They probably got an
When
easy
you
schedule
when you
left.
playing and you don't have what tight end is it for sure 20 points? Is there one out there? Kelsey is the
Kelsey.
closest.
Not even. Nobody really.
There's
It was
nobody.
Waller.
So
It
when
was
you
Waller.
it still is. When you
No,
talk
it's
about
not,
top
though.
3 tight ends, who you talking about?
But he's top 3 based off when he was first 7 weeks of the year.
Bro, you be saying that, but it's about
But I'm saying
opportunity
you
and
can say-
consistency, bro.
But
Like,
you could say
what are you
that's what I'm saying,
talking
but that's
about?
part
I
of
don't get
it.
what
That's
you-
part of it.
you want to have the most. You want to have the player with the most opportunity, and that's the
I'm
most
saying-
consistent. Ain't that the goal of fantasy?
Nigga, Will Fuller is top 20 in receivers off of 1 game. So is he still a top 20 receiver?
Stay hurt. We know
That's-
why
I
Will
know.
Fuller ain't gonna be none of those
But-
top nothing.
But I'm saying though, you basing it off of a couple big games that he had, and he
You
not
said-
finna get no more.
bro,
That's my point.
How do you know that, bro?
It's showing. You just
Hey.
said Waller's stats.
The crystal ball, bro.
You just
The
said
cri-
Waller's stats.
Bro,
Never
he
mind.
just
What's
said-
his last 3 games?
9, 7, 7, 12. Last
That's what
4.
I'm saying, bro. Them other games is out.
What you mean they outed, bro? We talking about.
You getting them numbers from Jimmy Graham? You talking about you accepting that from Waller now? That's what I'm
10
saying.
games, bro. He has 3 games under 10 points. Bro.
But
What are
then-
you talking about, bro? That's as
What is week
consistent as it
2?
gets.
What is week 1
JD,
through
what
4?
you think, bro?
What
Is
is
that
week
as
1
consistent as it get?
What is
Or he
week
got his
1
hating
through
hat
4?
on?
What
This
is
is
week
when the
1
trolling
What
goes.
does week 1 through 4 got to do it right now? What does a nigga do week 4 got to do with right now?
Bro, we talk about consistent.
That's what you saying.
When I plug Waller in, anybody in the fantasy world, when they plug Waller in, they not worried about that. They not looking on the wire, or they not saying, what tight end am I going to start? Are you starting any tight end over him besides Kelsey?
You know what they're saying? Damn, I hope Waller picking up this week. This nigga been slacking. That's what they saying.
What if you won them games?
Honest, bro.
I won them games.
Honest,
I wasn't worried about what he should have had. I won.
Honest what you're saying,
Now, bro, my honesty is if he had them 3 bad games, I mean the bad ones is behind him, and I could expect my 12 minimum.
That's Kev logic.
That's some great logic.
I'm
that's
worried
what's been
about
going
that.
on.
I'm worried about.
Well, let's
the
make a
trend
little
going
small
down.
Waller bet then. Who you want to put up against Waller not named Kelsey? Let's do that for the rest of the year, barring injury. What tight end? You can take any tight end except Kelsey. Why you gotta think if you worried about Waller?
Why is it except Kelsey?
Why do you have to worry,
Kelsey
bro? You just said you would be worried about Waller, bro.
I don't know.
You just look. We gonna take a little break and we gonna get back to y'all with the rest of the little matchup, and then we gonna get y'all with some DraftKings and get y'all on your way. And we gonna give Beyonce a chance to figure out what tight end he gonna take for this little. We just do like a little $50 bet. We do a $50 bet towards the buy-in next year. It don't even matter about the money. We'll do the buy-in next year. You know what I mean?
I'll take Andrews.
A little $50. That's a good one. I like Andrews, but that's a bet good. We'll figure out the wager later, man. We're gonna holler at y'all in a second, man. This MLB shit.